Today I am in sunny Arizona, and today's store is Samurai Comics. You know, I fell in love with them when I found both the names. It's a local store. I would have done this yesterday, but they were having Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments and Magic and all that. And this is one of the local stores that's here. Figured I'd get back. Oh, make sure y'all see that when y'all come in. When we walk in, start on the side, we have the Pikachus. You have your graded comics, young readers. Get them started early. Get them into comics. Make them like them. Have our plushies. Some graphic novels for our young readers. And then we have the pop heroes. Those are my bane right there. Ooh, I might have to get that bag up there. And then there's all these here. More for the young readers. You have your banks. Oh, I know somebody who wants that one there. More young reader graphic. Now, you have your posters. Marvel Selects. Then we get into the older books. Magnets, the different variant Batmobiles, lanyards, plushies. Then you have wall old pops. I done already spent paycheck already. You got your painted statues. Then we have keychains of various ones. Some of those keychains I have already. But then you have keychains to get more pop heroes. They have hats. Pretty much anyone. You got your storage unit. Then you have the owners, Julian, and his partner of 20 years. We have some of my more classier, expensive books of Graded Mutants. Tired McCrowley signature. Pokeballs. There's Intex.
Nice. I remember, yeah, you were saying that.
Then we have the different Batmobiles over the year. The Marvel and DC chess pieces. And he says fiddlesticks. Who says fiddlesticks these days?
I do, because I get a lot of kids that don't want to curse.
Right. More posters. Say hi, Julian.
I do.
And then we have the little keychains, the surprise keychains. You buy one, you don't tell it who you get. They have Marvel, DC. Who else we got here? Big Hero 6. Mickey and Minnie. We have Buttons. Then we have Rick and Morty. I know somebody who would like this. He loves Rick and Morty. Thomas, I'm thinking of you. The portal gun. Then you have more the little figures, pop heroes. Then we have the Gundam department. You need to have some Robotech going on in here.
I wish they would get a good price point for some Robotech stuff.
Yeah. You have different Robotechs. And I mean, I think Fred will like this one. Yes, you, Captain Stevens. I'm talking about you. This is your stuff. And then you have the Sailor Scouts. Hard Light on Eye. Then Dragon Ball Z. There's Beast. And then we have the Petting Guy, Yellow Whining, whatever that is. Naruto. Krillin. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. More posters. Wall scrolls. Then we can get into the Star Wars Big. Then we have Big G. Mega Godzilla. Wall scrolls. Different. They need no Star Destroyers. I feel hurt. He's getting ready for the new books, so there's no books to look at on that wall. But you have some of your statues up here
a different show with him.
on the top.
I think we should make him apologise for being a Brit who moved to Canada.
And then you have all those. Has some locally created comics, some local artwork. It's good that he supports local hunts. Or 706 next on my list. And then some of the new ones that came out this week. And then this is pretty much his backstock area. So if you need supplies, he's got plenty of them. My suitcase was big enough, I would have a lot of stuff to take on. How many people remember that book there? Hold on, can I zoom in on it? That one right there, Superman versus Batman. I mean, Muhammad Ali. And then he has Wiz Comics #1, some of the larger books. And then the more collectible covers and that hanging on the walls. You see the prices for them. Then his like rear stock for like recent issues, anything you may be looking for, he pretty much has. That's what I like. It's a good stock store. Then you have your storage boxes that are decorated. I have a couple of them myself at home. And bundle comics, graphic novels, more of what they have. And then you have the bigger books up there. Like I said, the more rare comic covers and books that people collect. Me, I collect to read. And then you have your posters. There's a dialect. There's some action figures. Then you have Munchkin, some of your board and playable playing games, more graphic novels, manga too. Ooh, I know somebody who would like this department. The Black Mask. And then you have your white covers. I think I'm gonna be walking out of here with that one. But then I didn't know they had this many blank covers. I need to get a few of those. You have some of the board games named after the kings, and then your table board games of all kinds. Super Fight, Super Box, Cards Against Humanity. And then you have all your little table games, board where you use dice and all that. It's a very, yeah, he's been dragon hunting. I see he has a dragon head on the wall. How shameful. Cards Against Humanity. Then you have the one, I have another friend that would like those, pre-painted collectible miniature game piece of foil. Then here's some more of his smaller statues. And then that's a good setup right there. Wolverine and Deadpool fighting. Harley Quinn, Two-Face, Lana Hogan, some of your other ones. Then you got some of your more collectible books in here as well. In case you get thirsty. Card storage. Then here goes the magic cards that people be slaying each other over. Murder, death, kill, you know. Yeah. So I have a couple of questions before I cut this off.
Yeah.
What made you get into it?
To be honest, as a kid, I couldn't read. I had a second grade teacher that bought those Amazing Spider-Man Easy Readers.
Yes.
And that's how I learned to read.
That's how my granddad taught me. He bought me comic books.
I couldn't. She was the only one that figured out, well, let's try this. It's basic.
Something that gives you basics and get you going, and you like me been in love ever since.
Yeah. And then working in it, I've been doing it for almost 25 years now.
Oh, I've got you beat.
Kind of fell into it on accident. I was just the shop I used to buy my Godzilla stuff, because that's what I collect. Their guy quit, and they're like, "Hey, you want the job?" And I'm like, "Cool," because I was doing nothing good. I was just a junkie scumbag, I guess you could say. So I'm kind of saved my life, because I was like, the only way I was going is either prison or the grave, and
neither one of those were looking good.
No.
Well, you know, I've been at it since I was 10. I was 51 yesterday. And my granddad started me because he realized the same thing I was having problem reading, so he bought me 10. He said, "Go get you some comic books." I pretty much read anything they give me now.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's parents come in and find stuff to get kids to read.
Yeah.
Also, card games are good too, because they help kids with mathematics skills, reading comprehension, strategy.
But you know, my mother at one time thought that I was wasting my money till she saw what one cost, so she ain't never touched my comic book.
It's like, no.
Yeah.
No, I've heard many horror stories, especially guys who were old World War II vets coming home and their moms had thrown everything out.
Right.
One guy was 90, used to hang out at my old store. Really great guy to talk to, but he was like, "Oh yeah, my mom threw out my Babe Ruth rookie card. I had it all."
Right.
So every so often, every 10 years, I would bring up, "See what they're worth now, Mom? Thanks." I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for letting me video.
Thank you for coming in. It was nice having you visit.
All right. Cause see, what I'll do is I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Oh wait, wrong button.